what, folks? It's all doom and gloom tonight. Right, I'll give you two murders. Two murders. Both differing, you might say, but then again, maybe not. The reason I'm covering one of them is I covered it about a week ago. It's about the father, and I think it's actually the stepfather really, but the father that's killed his daughter says it was all an accident and it wasn't meant. It's been to trial over the last couple of weeks. Anyway, he's been found guilty of murder today. He's not yet been sentenced. The chap's name is Simon Vickers. He's a 50-year-old fellow. And he stabbed, he said accidentally, his daughter, Scarlett Vickers, aged 14. Mentioned it last week, and I said the prosecution was saying the way that the knife has gone in, he's saying they were playing a game, throwing stuff at each other, and accident. Well, he said two or three things. He's thrown a knife, he's had the knife in his hand, not realised he had it in there, didn't realise he'd stabbed her. They're saying you'd have to kill her the way that she's been killed, or for her to die the way she has. The hand would have to be taut and strong, and it's been pushed in because the knife's gone in 11 centimetres. And they say if it was an accident, you'd realise, oh my God, what have I done? And you'd release your grip and whatever else. They were saying it was murder, and he's been found guilty of murder 10-2. But the strange thing is, you've only realised today, or I've only realised today, that the girl's mother was also in the kitchen at the time. I think the father was supposed to be cooking. We read a couple of days after I did the last video on it that I think they'd had about 5 bottles of wine between them and also been smoking cannabis. I'm guessing this is the mother and father, not the daughter. Anyway, he's got into a play fight, he was saying, with the daughter and has accidentally killed her. The mother is saying she was in the kitchen at the time and it was definitely an accident and he's not meant it. And he loved the daughter. It turns out it's actually her daughter. But then you read, at the time that the knife went in, she was cooking and had her back to them both and just heard her daughter scream or yelp. She's looked round and seen there's a knife there. Well, I'm not so sure she's the greatest witness in the world if she said she had her back to the whole incident. Anyway, they found him guilty of murder, going to be sentenced over the next couple of weeks. Then another murder that's a little bit closer to home for me. When I say closer to home, it doesn't mean to say I know the victim or the perpetrator for that case, but a guy called, should I say guy, a lad, I think he was 17 at the time, Federico Canuzzo, not Bruno Canubo, Federico Canuzzo, has actually killed his mother, Cinzia McIntyre. He's killed her with about 25-26 hammer blows to the head. Now, the reason it's closer to home is I used to live within about quarter of a mile of where it happened, or even less, to be honest with you. Nice, big, newish estate, 10-year-old. Anyway, he's killed her outside his front door. They arrested him within 24 hours, so I thought, all the neighbours have seen it, or he's given himself in. No, not at all. What's happened is, I don't know why he's killed his mother, and that's not come out yet. What's happened is, he's killed her outside the front door, and the reason we caught him so quickly, I've only heard of it today, is his father, not his common law father, but his father, is working away somewhere, and he's got a what's it called, on these doorbell things, he's on the doorbell app, he's got a notification or something that there's something in his box there so he's looked at it. I think you get them when some parcel's been delivered or whatever else. He's looked at it, he's opened it up, and it shows the son killing the mother with the hammer. So on that, he's then rung the police. That's the first the police knew about it from the father. He's actually seen it on the doorbell thing, so they've got the lad banged to rights. The lad, I believe, has then gone and bought a ticket and gone up to London on the train, so he's trying to do a runner. He's got to Euston Station, but because they know by that time, number one, that he's killed the mother, and I'm guessing he's used a debit card or whatever it may be to buy a ticket, they've known he's going to be on a train there. They've had police waiting for him. They've arrested him the minute he's got off the train. So he had nowhere to run. But what's behind that, I don't know. But again, I think the mental health card is being pulled. I think I heard something when I read about it today, and I think he's admitting to murder, but extenuating circumstances. And I think mental health is figuring high there, doesn't it always? So that's where we are. 2 murders. 1 conviction, one not yet a conviction, but it's going to be. But for what charge, I don't know. What sentence he's going to serve, I don't know. But there's something seriously wrong when you're killing your mother, even more so when you're doing it with a hammer with 25, 26 blows to the head. That is a very unhappy child. Anyway, I'll leave it with you. That's all I know. As I say, if I get to know more, you'll get to know it as well.